The Ebre River Delta is one of Catalonia's most spectacular natural landmarks, home to unique flora and fauna. It is also an important site of economic activity because of all of its agriculture, the salt pans, fishing, as well as tourism. But locals, businesses, and environmental scientists fear for its future. Scientists believe that the Ebre River Delta will be one of Catalonia's regions most affected by climate change in the 21st century, with bouts of extreme weather occurring more frequently. Coupled with rising sea levels and temperatures, this will upset the area's rich ecosystem comprised of 22,000 hectares of rice fields, as well as hundreds of plants and animal species, including over 360 kinds of birds. One of the main fears is that the salt water brought in by the sea will disrupt the freshwater habitat that so many plants, animals, and businesses depend on. But it's not only climate change that is putting the delta's survival at risk. There is also a lack of river sediment supply that is needed to prevent erosion. Large dams and hydroelectric plants were built along the river in the 1960s to provide the population with water and cheaper electricity, but researchers estimate that in the past 60 years there has been a near total drop in sediment load, which is why some call for it to be transferred from reservoirs to the delta. Barra de Trabucador is a narrow strip of land that connects the mainland to Punta de la Baña at the end of the delta, but it was flooded by Storm Filomena. This is not the first time this area has been flooded though, because last year it was flooded by Storm Gloria too. Infosa, a salt producer, has already gotten to work restoring the Trabucador isthmus, but they argue it should not be the job of one company alone. While the Spanish government carried out work after Gloria, new restoration activities are not expected until at least next year. Meanwhile, Catalonia has promised money, but concrete action is yet to be taken.
The Netherlands, they've been fighting for 2 centuries with dikes against the rise of the sea. Why can we not do it here?
Others, while not denying the damage of climate change and erosion, question whether bringing in more sand is an adequate long-term solution due to its cost, especially if nothing is done about the dams.
Això de tirar arena al mar, fer un molecó d'arena, no dura, Això ha de durar un any, dura 2, però ja està.
In any case, there is consensus regarding what affected businesses and environmentalists describe as both Catalan and Spanish government inaction in terms of ensuring the protected area's future.
Governments are responsible of this, and they cannot turn their backs. Otherwise, they will be brought to court.
Pitjor que mai perquè, tot i patir la glòria, no s'ha pogut actuar d'aquella manera decidida i ferma que les administracions competents, en aquest cas el Ministeri de Transició Ecològica i el Departament de Territori, haurien d'actuar.
There is an undeniable truth about the delta. The wetland as we now know it, with its rich biodiversity, will not be around much longer unless current environmental trends are reversed.